Shapiro went to speak at the University of Florida, and there were protesters, but they were a bit tame this time. However, there was one person that was not having it, and he tore down a flyer.
Is your name Nate Quinn?
Protest.
Your name's not Nate Quinn. Okay, we have the wrong guy, clearly.
We caught him tearing down a Ben Shapiro poster.
Well, I was at the YDF meeting and I saw a person who identified himself as Nate Quinn, and I can like that the video is of Nate Quinn, and I think that this guy is Nate Quinn.
We just want to know why he
yeah,
tore
we
down
just want to
those
ask some
Ben Shapiro
questions.
posters.
I mean, if you didn't like tear down the poster, what do you think about Ben Shapiro?
This was a pretty disappointing protest in terms of entertainment, but we will take a look at this alligator article, and we won't read through the whole thing, we'll skim through it, but a link to the full article is in the description if you're interested. Ben Shapiro's supporters unfazed by protesters. Nate Quinn, a UF psychology freshman, started organizing the protest on Wednesday when he learned Shapiro was coming. One of Shapiro's well-known beliefs is about transgenderism and how he said it is a mental illness. A lot of people believe his rhetoric about trans people, Quinn, a 19-year-old trans man, said. It's harmful. During the brief talk followed by a Q&A, Shapiro spoke about the philosophy of intersectionality, which he said suggests liberals value people who identify with minority identities. He also argued pro-life and that women aren't victimized in the U.S. He also expanded on how people use emotions to counter facts, but that can be detrimental. When we decide the facts can be cast out in favor of your emotions, we are creating a politics that cannot work in a free nation, said Ben Shapiro. Jacob Armstrong, a 19-year-old UF music education sophomore, said he thought Shapiro was well-spoken. I feel like anybody who would protest him hasn't heard him speak, he said. People are lying to label him things without hearing his arguments first. There are many reasons why people aren't really taking protest or protesters all that serious anymore. Here are a few of them.
You're fucking a white male! You're a white man! Oh God, the white guys are how could that happen?
Utter madness.
In a weird way, we have a lot to thank these crazy people for. They unified a lot of the reasonable voices, the rational people who have remained quiet, the quiet young men who listen until it's time to decide. We're finally opening up our hearts and opening up our minds to other people, because we can't just simply let all of the crazies dictate how everything is done.